So what I'd like to do now is I'm going to ask you to participate in the activity. I'm going to pass out these cards. And what I'd like for you to do is to talk about what it is that you learned growing up. And I want you to talk about it in some very specific kinds of ways. What I'd like for you to do is I want you to put a plus where you've learned something positive about a group of people. I want you to put a minus where you've learned something negative about a group of people. And I want you to put a 0 where you never had that conversation about a group of people. All right? So on the card that I'm going to give you are these categories. And so they're African Americans, European Americans, Latino, Latina Americans, Asian Americans, Disabled Americans, and Native Americans. I could have more categories. However, the card is very limited in its space. All right? But I think you'll get the concept. And so from your parents and family, what did you learn about African Americans? Pluses, minuses, or zeros. Now, you can have pluses and minuses in the same box. But the size of your plus and the size of your minus tell us how much you learned. So if you learned a lot of positives, then you'll have a big plus. If you have a little bit of negative, then you'll have a little minus. All right? Does that make sense? You'll do that for each category and for each of these educators, if you will. So what did TV and movies teach you about Asian Americans? And what did school and workplace teach you about disabled Americans? Or what conversation was had about that? All right? Positive, negatives, or zeros. Any questions before I pass out the cards?
Why do I have to do that?
Because I don't have enough space on the card.
Yeah, but you defined it as American, Asian American, Latino American. Why can't they just be European, Latino, Asian?
Yep. Because contrary to popular belief, I didn't make these categories up. I'm using the categories that people have used. All right? So that's thank you for that question. Come back to that question when we get to the debriefing of this. All right? Cool. Thank you. However you want to define it is up to you. All right, ask that you stop right there. What I'd like for you to do is, at your table, I want you to share anything that's relevant from your car about your experiences growing up. Share those things at your car, at your table, and I'll give you about 7 minutes to do so.